Hello there and welcome to this first video today where we're going to get used to TinkerCAD and be looking at what we can do with it and creating some simple designs. So first thing you need to do is head to tinkercad.com and sign up. Use your school email address or your own email address. Then when you create all your TinkerCAD files, that's the login that you'll be needing to use and you'll be able to see different things that you've created. Once you have signed up to TinkerCAD, make sure you're logged in and then click on the Create New Design button. And that will then load up the TinkerCAD interface. So what we've got here, this is known as the work plane, this blue area here, and we can control it, we can move it around using this control up here. So we're looking at the left side, the front side, we can look at top down, we can look at bottom down. And again, if you're on a touch screen, you don't have to be using this section on the top left over here. You can just be controlling your screen and moving around as you normally would do. So if I want to add a box, nice, easy, simple shape, it comes on here. I'm just going to pop it there. And we can see here, if we're clicking on these side bits, that's 20 by 20 and the height of it is 20. And that's a measurement in millimeters. So if I printed off this box right now, if I were to make this box, it'd be 20 millimeters by 20 millimeters by 20 millimeters. So it's 2 centimeters by 2 centimeters by 2 centimeters. I can enlarge this box by dragging over. And I can also make the box bigger and I can make it smaller. And what we're going to do in this video is we're going to make a simple sign. So at the moment this is just showing as the color red, but then I can change that to whatever color I fancy. This won't be the color that it gets printed out as, it's just so you can then see as to what different layers will be looking like. So we've got this at the moment, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to soften the edges there so we can see it's not as harsh and as crisp. And then I'm going to go over to this menu over here on the right hand side in basic shapes, and I'm going to add some text. So again, I'm just clicked on that, drag that over, and I'm going to set my text to be hello. And again, I can change my font here as well so we can have a different appearance. But I think for today, I have a little bit of sans. So what I want to do is I want to be able to have this on the top here. So at the moment, if we're looking at it from the side, we can see that my shape here on the left-hand side is taller than this shape here on the right-hand side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag this over, but at the moment, we can't see it. But if you look up here, we've got this little pointer up here. If I click on that, and pull it up, we're now raising it up. So now, if we print it out, if we look at it from the side view, that's going to be slightly raised. What I now want to do is, at the moment, I can say roughly, okay, then that might be the center, but I want to make sure it's in the exact center. So I'm going to draw a box around both of them, and I am going to click on this button over here, which is Align. And what this does is you can see it's bringing up different alignments for me. So if I wanted it lined in the middle, I'm going to click on that button, lined at the top, that button, bottom, that one. So I'm going to click on the middle button there, and I'm going to click on the middle button there. I now know that's in the absolute middle. What I can also do is, not particularly useful for this one, is I can align it based on where it is on there. So if I just undo a couple of times, so we can go back to where we were, that I know now is in the middle. Now, if I were to just say, right, okay, that's me, I'm finished with this one. Before I finish this, I need to group it together. So I'm going to select it, and I'm then going to click on this group button here. And now this treats this as one thing. So when you send the file over to me, it will now be printing off as one area. If you think, actually, you know what, I want to change that text, click on the ungroup button. And now we can see it's gone to a different color. These are two different things. I can go in and change that. And then I can go back, group it together, and put it all together again. So what can you do with this here? Nice few things. You can make a little sign for your door like we've done here. You could, if you've already got something existing, so for example, at home, I've got a stationery holder. And what I've done with that is I've measured the width and the length of it, and I've customized a little sign that I can put on it which says Dad's Stationery. Very happy for my daughter to give me that. But literally you can do whatever you want with this. Once you're done and you're finished and you're happy with your file and you think, right, okay, then I want to print that off, I'm happy with that, all you're going to do is up here, you're going to click on the export button and include everything in this design, and you're going to select it as an STL file. And once you click on STL, you'll see this little file down here is downloaded, and Epic Yikes Vilmo is the name of the file. It automatically gets generated for you. You can change it if you want. And that is the file that you need to email me for printing. And remember, when you're sending me that email, make sure you are asking and specifying if you want it printed out on blue filament or if you want it printed out on red filaments. If you don't give me a particular color, I'll just print it off on whatever one you've got there. And remember that your parents need to send over the donation of 50p so then to cover printer costs. And once you've done that, I will send you over a little receipt and telling you what number you are in. Looking forward to see what you come up with, and stay tuned for a future video where we look at a little bit more of a funky thing that we can be doing. Bye bye.